I have 48 hours in Florida to catch at least one fish with $50 worth of fishing gear at Walmart. And if I don't, I have to go back to Kentucky and jump off a bridge. Pretty high stakes, not gonna lie. All right, here we go. We're going to Walmart. Walmart ain't got it, you don't need it. All right, guys, so we're in the fishing section, and we're gonna be picking us out some stuff to fish with. As I'm looking for stuff, I gotta keep in mind, I might be catching bass, I might be catching bluegill, I might be catching a barracuda by the end of this. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. I think some kind of live baits definitely needs to be in my tackle box, but we also need to be looking at some kind of artificial, just in case we do get on some bass or predator fish. Looking right here, $6. Ain't no way in the world I'm paying $6 for 5 worms. Not in my lifetime, bud. Here's some bobbers, pretty cheap, you know, inexpensive. Not $2.50 for a bobber. Are you kidding me? Over here for some live bait, I could go with this dead shrimp. I mean, I like shrimp. If the fish don't eat them, I probably would. This is tough. This is tough. Too many options out here, man. There's too many options. I definitely want a frog, but do I want to go with a small frog for $6? Or a big frog for $8. Literally like 20% of my budget. And let's not forget my fishing license. Negative $20, just like that. I think I'm definitely gonna go with one of these frogs just because I think I'm just gonna go with the green. It's hard to beat the green. There's hardly ever a time a green frog don't work. Negative $8. We literally have $22 left in our entire budget. This is, oh, nice. Let me just tell you a secret, boys. Fishing is stinking expensive, okay? Especially in Florida. Luckily, I already have my own fishing pole, so I don't have to waste another $23 on a Zebco 33. Oh, how much are these worms? $4? Now, is that $4 or $400,000? They won't tell you that until you're done paid for it, buddy. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm starting to stress out a little bit. I'm down $28 and I only have a frog and a fishing license. Let's start looking at some cheap stuff. Oh, lizards, those work pretty good. How much? $2.50? That ain't on sale, brother. Put that back. Goodness. Here's something, $2.99 for some flukes. That ain't terrible. $5 for finesse worms. Hot dog. At this rate, I might just have to call an audible and make this the $300 budget Florida fishing challenge. Cause $50 just ain't gonna cut it, brother. My bank account is draining as we speak. Okay. All right, let's get serious here. Here's some young dingers. It's honestly hard to beat young dingers, but I don't really like young dingers. All right, before we get too far, let's go ahead and get some hooks so that we can definitely fish with this. We got the bait. We need bobber, hook, sinker. We done got the line. It's on the pole. Since there's a good chance I'm gonna be fishing for bluegill on those, we're looking for tiny hooks on this one and tiny sinkers. I like the split shots because they're reusable. It ain't gotta be nothing special, just something to put some fish in my pocket, you know what I mean? Dang, these are expensive, man. These are expensive. I never thought that looking for hooks would be so hard, but man, it is whenever you're trying to save your money. What the heck? You are kidding me. $3 for like 15 split shots? Let me tell you guys, the world is ending as we speak. This is unbelievable. I do not know what to do right now. All right, guys, after the last 45 minutes, my assortment has developed. Boom, $2, $1, $4, right there, $8. This thing, $8. That's 16. Plus the fishing license, $36. Boom. Plus $4, plus $4. That's $44. I have $6 left to get something to catch fish. $6. Here we go. I mean, for $6, what do I want? You know, I don't really ever use chatterbaits, so I don't even know if I'm gonna buy that. Like, I'd just be wasting money because I never use chatterbaits in Kentucky, ever. All right, fine. Let's get the chatterbait. We'll hope it works. Here we go. This is $30 worth of stuff plus the $20 fishing license. We're hitting right at 50. Guys, I'm just so good at math. That literally came out to exactly $50. Now, I'm not gonna show you the receipt because then that would expose that I'm lying. All right, guys, so we have had some developments in the story here. We actually came to a legit park, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We'd pay $5 to get in here. So now my budget's officially $55. If I don't catch fish here, I want my money back. Here we go. But before we get into actually fishing a little bit, I did bring the KG fishing fanny pack, you know, because I kind of make it and it's actually really useful. So we're gonna go ahead and take the stuff I got from Walmart and put it in here. All right, except the shrimp. We're not putting that in here. So yeah, first thing is shrimp. We're gonna leave that off this side. As for the hooks and the sinkers, I'm gonna put them right here in this pocket because that's kind of what they were made for. Zip it up because I'm not gonna be starting off with one of those. The worms, putting them in the worm pouch. because that's what it was made for. And then for the big back pouch, we're gonna put the chatterbait and the bobbers because that's what that was made for. And then as for the frog, I think this is actually what we're gonna be starting with because at this pond, there's a lot of grass and frogs work pretty good in grass. Now, the sun actually did come up, and big shout out to the sponsor of the video, KG Pocket Knives. No, you can't really buy this one on the website. It's a prototype, but hey, it is coming soon. Within the next 12 years, you'll be able to buy this exact one. I'm getting a little crazy out here, boys. It's getting hot. Let's throw on this frog and let's throw it around some weeds. Hope for the best. Yeehaw. Getting too hot. I need sunscreen. And there we go, the frog is tied on. Let's go throw it around. It's a little sunny out here, but I don't know, Florida bass, I guess they kind of deal with like, I don't know, sun a lot more than Kentucky bass. Kentucky bass see the sun probably about 3 times a year. But anyways, here we go. There's lily pads, so there's definitely gonna be shade up and under the water, and maybe that's enough shade for the bass to eat all day long. I don't really know how these bass work. I don't even know if I've ever caught a bass in Florida, to be honest. Tried. I don't know if I actually succeeded, but this looks like really good. I'm telling you right now, honestly, I have more than just today. Like I was saying, I have 48 hours, 2 days worth. I might come right back here in the morning and like try to throw a frog around these lily pads because this stuff looks just way too good not to come out here early in the morning and try to catch a bass. And I'm about positive you probably can. Apparently this lake where we just came to, top 5 lakes in Florida. Yeah, I bet. You're just trying to take my $5, buddy. All right, we got problems, boys. My frog is upside down and it will not turn over. Looking at the bank, though, there is a bunch of little fish. So, I mean, that's a good sign. And plus, I mean, if you see ducks out here, I guess the ducks are eating fish or something. Maybe. I don't know. About to get sunburn out here. Oh, I just got a bite. Ain't no way. I just got a bite, dude. What? No chance. I just got a bite. Oh, snap. Oh, dude, there's a fish following it. Dude, this is insane. What if I actually come down here? What if I don't have to jump off a bridge in this video? Will that not be insane? I 100% came to Florida expecting not to get a single bite. But if I can actually catch a fish, I have exceeded all expectations for myself. Let's go over here to this pier thing. We got this plastic dock. I'm gonna cast parallel to it. Honestly, this little plastic dock might be a way I can catch some fish even right here in the heat of the day. Now I did just get lathered up in sunscreen, which should help me, but will it help the fish? Probably not, because they don't have sunscreen. Typically fish bite best early in the morning or late in the evening, and not so much during the middle of the day because the sun's so high, the sun's so bright, it really does actually hurt their eyes. But we can look at the water. It's so clear, and that's another reason why the middle of the day is not too hot. Oh, there goes a bass right there. What the heck? But right now the water's so clear, like, I mean, I don't know, it just hurts their eyes. You try looking at the sun, see how much you like it, buddy. We're making an adjustment. We're making an adjustment. Let's go, let's go. We're changing it up. The stakes have never been higher. My life is literally on the line. We are already calling an audible. Since it's already so late in the day, it's already like 10 o'clock. We got a late start out here because I took at least an hour in Walmart pulling out these extra wide gap hooks and these worms, and we might even go a little crazy and pull out a split shot so that our worm will actually get down to the bottom a little bit more. That's high-tech stuff. High-tech, dude. That's some big brain stuff right there. Big brain stuff. Okay. Pulling out my hooks. Pretty confident in this, guys. I'm pretty confident. I'd say we can probably pull out a fish today and secure the fate of my life. Tying that hook. Good thing is I don't have any competition out here, so that's good. Except maybe like an alligator, but he don't want none of this. Perfect. One of these worms. First thing I do, pull out, make sure it'll suffice. It ain't no biscuits and gravy, but it'll do, I guess. Now I saw that bass right here, so I'm just giving it a real nice cast. Be real easy with it now, because that split shot, it don't weigh much. It's really easy to get a backlash with a bait caster and a worm this light, but you get, you be careful, you know what I mean? They were just gonna be real basic. We're gonna, and then let it sink a little bit, you know what I mean? Leave it a little bit, let it sink a little bit. Nothing too crazy, nothing too off. Something light, nothing heavy. Y'all can kind of see my worm in there. Like, it looks pretty good. I picked a watermelon color, so should be all right. Sometimes them bass like to hang out around the outer weed line. This is a really good spot for a chatterbait. Look at me acting like I know what I'm talking about. I ain't fished in 4 years, buddy. There's a stinking fish, though. Call me a stinking pro, because, oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. I'm about to throw this rod right in somebody's face, but there ain't nobody around. What about that, dude? Call me a stinking professional, because I am. I am. I literally am. Did you see that, though? I just hooked a fish, but then it got off, so I don't know if it counts. Let me tighten up my drag. Let's not forget I'm using 40-pound braid. Stinking bass slayer, son. Dude, what the heck is this? There's a whole dang pelican out there. Bunch of little birds and stuff. Dang, Florida's weird, dude. Florida's weird. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. That's a pretty big one too. Feels like it. Oh, it's a bass. I know it's a bass. Do I have to jump off a bridge? I do not have to jump off a bridge. I do not have to jump off a bridge. Yes. Yes. I do not have to jump off a bridge anymore. He's not the biggest thing ever, but he is a Floridian bass. And I don't know, technically I might be able to take this back and eat him, but I don't reckon I'm going to. I'm just happy I ain't got to jump no more. Florida fish number 1 in the books. Now our objectives has changed. No longer are we just struggling to survive, but now our objective is to catch a stinking monster Florida fish and to see how many species we can get by the end of this video. All right, guys, it's time. I think I'm going to switch. I'm going to leave the split shot on, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut off this worm. Yeah, I seen like a giant fish. It was like this big, looked like a big bluegill. It might be one of them Mayan cichlid looking outfits, but regardless, I think the shrimp is going to be my way to go for whatever that is. Now, kind of nervous about it because, man, I don't know. Probably going to get this all over me or something. Guess let's pull the tab and hope for the best. Dude, I don't know how to stinking open this thing. I got to cut into it. Does it reseal? This just seems like a really bad idea. This is a bad idea. Oh my goodness, it just broke. Wait, you're kidding me, dude. You're telling me this isn't a Ziploc bag? So this is a one-time use bait. I don't like that. How's it smell though? It don't smell bad at all, so I don't know, I guess that's a plus. Let's not waste any time. I'm gonna put on one of these smaller hooks just in case I catch something small like a bluegill, and then I'm gonna go ahead and be pulling out these bobbers. Step 1, cut off old hooks. Lord have mercy. So difficult. Step 2, tie on new hook. Step 3, add shrimp. I'm just gonna add like half the shrimp just in case nothing bites my hook. Step 4, add bobber. We'll put it probably 1.5 feet deep. Step 5, attempt to catch a fish. Here we go. Let's hope for the best. I'm telling you, dude, I seen it was like this big right there. Now I don't know what it was, but I feel like it's big enough to get a half a shrimp in its mouth. I'm just gonna walk over here real easy, toss this thing in around where I saw it, because I feel like no matter what it was kind of hanging out right under this dock. So I mean, toss it out there. It's gonna be pretty simple, man. We're just gonna sit here and watch this bobber. I might actually move that bobber up a little bit, because I mean, this water's crystal clear. Slide it up about like that, should be good. And now we're just going to toss it into a spot I think should be all right. And that right there's about it. And now literally, my bait came off. That stinks, don't it? It's a good way to start, I guess. I don't really know what to expect, how long this might take, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. Go ahead and grab your popcorn. This might take a minute. Oh, there's something. I'm gonna try to catch them. I ain't got a clue what they was. Some kind of little fish. Might get lucky and one actually might bite the bait. I mean, it's shrimp, right? You can't really pass up shrimp if you're a fish. Doesn't really make any sense at all, does it? Oh, dude, I don't know. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? There's my shrimp. It's sticking out like a sore thumb, but there's little fish around it, but nothing's really eating it. I don't know, maybe shrimp's not a good bait. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss it out there and hope for the best. If something wants it, something will eat it. If something don't want it, nothing's gonna eat it. Pretty simple philosophy when it comes to bobber fishing. For now, we wait. It is officially day 2 of the Walmart Florida Fishing Challenge. And it's also a lot earlier. It's actually like 8 o'clock, which it's early enough. That's just what time the $5 park opened at. Guys, I'm starting off with a frog. There's a lot of weeds here. Hopefully it's early enough. It's still a little windy, so maybe that'll have the fish fired up and ready to stink and eat my frog. Here we go. Stay tuned. Guys, this should be pretty epic. I mean, this is literally prime time. It's not too hot. Definitely not too cold. The wind's blowing a little bit. Early morning, grass, Florida, frog. We shouldn't have a hard time catching fish. Let's just say that. Good cast, good cast. All right, first cast, no fish. That's cool. Cool. The question of the day still stands. Can we pull out a 10-pound bass by the end of the day? There's one. Oh, dude, he's huge. He's stinking huge. Oh. No, he is big. He's good. He's bigger than the first one. Hot dog, dude. Stinking Florida. This place is weird. For all y'all up there in like, I don't know, Michigan and stuff, y'all gonna have to get down here. It's a lot warmer. For real though. Decent bass. He's probably 2 pounds because he's so fat right now, but I don't know, man. just like that. It's warm and you can catch fish. It's crazy. All right, guys, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna make a change right here. And it's a change I really didn't think I was gonna make, but I'm definitely going to. All right, so let's get down here. I'm switching out the frog. Because it's so windy out here and the top of the water is so choppy, I don't really know if they can even pick up on the frog. So I'm actually gonna pull out this chatterbait and start swimming it below the surface to where maybe they'll be able to feel it. First step, cut off the frog. It did work today, but I don't think it's working as good as something else could. Next, chatterbait. Tie this bad boy on. This should be perfect around weed lines. Now I can't throw it in the lily pads, but I should be able to throw it on along the edge of the lily pads and get anything from the lily pads to come out and eat it. Or at least that's the plan. It might just be the change we need to really start hammering these fish, because that is the plan. And then finally, we're coming in with this worm that we had from yesterday. I'm gonna cut it off about halfway. Then I'm gonna thread this on the back and let this be a little trailer to make the bait a little bit bigger so we can catch bigger fish, and to just, you know, give the bait more of a realistic profile. And it'll actually slow it down a little bit so I can reel it slower. Just like that. Boom. We have a chatterbait with a trailer. It should be pretty good. Oh, there's a fish. There's a bass. Sweet. We've literally caught a fish on everything except those dang shrimp, which I don't think I'm going to. Oh, easy there, brother. Look at him. He's all tiger stripe. That's kind of cool. As for the swim jig, or whatever the heck this is, chatterbait, I don't actually know if I'm going to keep using it because there's only so many places I can cast this from the bank. You can look out there right now. Ain't many places to cast it, so I might actually switch back to the frog. See you, Jeremy. And just like that, my last GoPro battery is officially dead. And the challenge is over. Luckily, I don't have to jump off a bridge. This is epic. Click right over here if you want to see us going scope cam squirrel hunting, or right over here if whenever we made a crawdad pull pond. Bro, is that a bald eagle? Are we really Gwittying right now in the bald eagle? Are we really doing that right now?